Hey everybody, Rusty Old Man here, and today I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh boy, a video on external TCs. I can't wait to fall asleep. But hold on, partner. External TCs, they ain't just about upkeep. They're about keeping your loot safe, spreading it out smart, and making life miserable for anyone crazy enough to raid you. That's right. Today I'm going to show you two designs, two ways to turn those little boxes of upkeep boredom into a fortress of frustration to your enemies. Think of it like setting up stashes around your yard and putting in little peeky holes for people that are trying to raid you. That's right. Today, folks, it's all about defensive external TCs. And let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to build your typical external TC. Now, I know you all know how to do this, but we got to do this, okay? What you want to do is you got your 2x1 there, and you can see I got my upkeep of 11 days. Let's just go past that. There we go. We're past it, which means I should then be able to put a TC here. And sure enough, I can because it's blue. So let me just go ahead and do that. This is your typical external TC. If you're not building your TCs this way, I don't know what's wrong with you, okay? You got serious problems here. I'll go ahead and load this up. Got 1,000 stone, 1,000 metal in this bad boy. We'll close it off. We got our little window right there. There we go. We got 9 days of upkeep. Now what we've done effectively is obviously is we have secured our land a little bit more, so we don't have neighbors living right on top of us, and I don't like that. Now that DC right there, it didn't cost much. Resource wise, we're talking about 1,250 wood, about 1,000 stone, and then of course we need 50 metal to do the window there. And upkeep, look at that, 104 stone and 5 metal frags. You can't beat that. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this external TC design that y'all love and use all the time, but we're gonna turn it into a little strategic loot storage / distribution, and that's right, and defensive purposes if you're getting raided. So right here we got our front door to our 2x1. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get that triangle foundation and I'm gonna go out just far enough where I don't have the upkeep. Good. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and place that guy right there. It's important the way that we're placing this right here. You see, this right here is gonna be facing your front door, okay? That is important. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build it up just like we did that last one, okay? I know you're thinking, hey, what in the world are you doing, Rusty Old Man? This looks the same. And it quite literally is, except for what we're gonna do. What I'm gonna do first though, before I close this off, is just give myself a little bit of extra room here. You don't need to do this, but I'm on kind of this little hill right here, and just gonna make it a little bit easier. I'm gonna take this little jungle shelf here, and I'm telling you what, if you don't have the jungle shelf, man, come on. What are you doing with your life? I need you to save your allowance, whatever you gotta do to get that jungle shelf. It is OP and it allows you to do this right here, okay? Right there, okay? Now what I've got here is I've got a little additional storage in my TC. Go ahead and break that. So when I open that, load this TC up, well, look at this. We'll go ahead and close that off right there. And then what I like to do a little something extra special here. I like to go ahead and add myself a rug right on top of that. You know why? I don't need people looking in there. Now, of course, they could probably try to peek through that. There's all kinds of rugs you could put there, but you know what? They don't know what's in there. And now that does not make it a defensive TC. What makes it a defensive TC is gonna be the top. And that's what we're gonna do next, is we're gonna go up one more right here, okay? That's right. Now, you gotta do this the right way. We're gonna go up right here on the top, and you know what? When I fall down like that, it's a perfect time for you to hit that subscribe button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. Got all kinds of good content here. We're gonna go ahead and put one wall right there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a double wall over here, because we're gonna put a door right here, close off the top, and of course right here, same thing as before. Put a little window there. So here we go. Let's get to work here. And what we're doing, you know what we need? We got a door. Let's put our door in there. We'll go ahead and make that door open inwards, give us a little protection, if you will. You can see where this is going right now, can't you? That's right. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a little storage here. Get ourselves a little box up there as well. You could probably fit 2 up there, but you know what? What I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna crawl in this window, and I'm gonna do that. Now, can I put 2 up there? Not right now. Maybe if I tried hard enough and maybe pushed it over a little bit more, it would work okay. What I'll do is I'll make sure I place a bag down. So again, just a little temporary location right there. Get a bag down in here, because you need a bag, because this is your respawn point. And there you go, folks. Right there. Now, I'll put this up here. Put this guy right here. Look at that. Actually, it looks almost like just a normal wall from a distance. Some people don't even see that there. So that's a really good rug skin to get right there. I'm not an investor on those skins like a lot of these people are these days, but there we go. What happens now is we can go ahead and spawn up here after we're getting raided. Grab our loot, basically our clothes, our food, our meds, our gun, open this up, boom, and then we start defending our base from right here, okay? You could put metal bars in here, so again, even if you do die, which you probably will, they won't be able to come in and immediately get your body. You'll have a little bit of a bag timer, but the good news is it's behind your base. Maybe you put another bag right up there so you can kind of sneak back in here if you die. Oh, this is it. You want to put a little shotgun trap right there to get some people who are coming up. Maybe as you open the door, you can do that as well. But this is a great way to defend your base. And when you look down, you actually can't be seen from that distance because you're looking down. So here we are. This is a kind of a little take on a defensive TC right here. I'm going to go ahead and put that back up here so you can kind of see what the total upkeep cost is here. Total upkeep cost, 177 stone and 30 metal frags. Not bad. That's super cheap right there. I've got 11 days of upkeep on this thing right here. So that's one of our external TCs right there. The next one, I'll go ahead and just put right over here. Now this one here, it's going to be bigger, okay? And what I mean by bigger, it's going to be the old typical square TC. We'll go ahead and close this off, and what we're going to do is, again, the front of this external TC is going to face your base. This one gets facing the side, that's all right. It could be in the front. It's wherever you decide to put these. It's up to you, but you always want it facing your base right here. We'll go ahead and add double doors here. I'm going to have those double doors go in. That way I've got all the room in the world right there. We'll go ahead and put our TC in there as well. And as you can imagine, you got a lot of room right here. You could put a shotgun trap right here. So if someone's coming at you here, you could put a bed down in here. You could put loot down here. You could do whatever you want. You could put a medium battery here, and up above, you could go ahead and put a wind turbine if you wanted and have some turrets up above. It's all up to you. Right now, it's just your typical external TC, super cheap, 150 stone, 20 metal frags, but you know what? That's not all. Remember, this is a defensive external TC, people. So what that means is we're gonna go ahead and make it the second floor right here. Here, what I'm gonna do is you have two options here. You can do another double door here, so you can kind of come up on the side if you want to, or you could come right up the front and make this a solid wall if you want. It's up to you. You decide on what you want to do there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a double door here. Just like that. And I'm going to make this a window. There we go. Again, I've got great access to my base here. If you wanted to, you have the ability to place a bed in here. So super fast respawning times if you'd like. Now I've got that there. And the best practice here is if you really want to secure this, go ahead and do a vertical embrasure right there. That way, when you take that glass off, they still can't get in, but you'll still be able to shoot out. You've got some great defensive advantages here. Same thing as before. We're going to go ahead and add some storage here. Now it should be much easier to add those 2 boxes as well. This is going to give you the ability to have your kit, your meds, your food, all that stuff is going to be right here so that you can attack them when they're getting your base. And again, it gives you the ability to distribute your loot. So you're not putting all of your resources in that 2x1. Now you've got a second location for it. And yeah, you know what? They could raid it and they could get that. But you know what? It's all not in one location. You've got to distribute it out. Let's see what our TC upkeep is now for this one. 261 stone, 55 metal frags. Not bad at all, people. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and kind of hide it right here. Again, as people are walking by, trust me, they'll be like, what in the world is that? And then what you do? Go ahead and put a turret right down here that just opens up and kills them. That's a video for another day, though, and I tell you what it does. It brings that home defense up another notch. This is the story right here. 2 different designs for defensive external TCs to help guard your base, help distribute your loot, and give you a little bit of breathing room from other people building right on top of your base. And listen, join the Discord below. I'd love to hear from you. Love to see what kind of crazy ideas you got as well. And I want to see you all on a server sometime soon. You'll know who I am. I'm the role player.